Hi friends, I am Dr. Pratap Singh Rathod. I have done MD in Forensic Medicine, and today we'll discuss about presumption of survivorship and presumption of death. Presumption of survivorship questions arises when two persons of one family die in a common circumstances. It may be a road traffic accident or a mass disaster. In such cases, for the purpose of succession of properties of one or both of the deceased person, it may be necessary to know who died earlier and who died later, that is, who survived the whom. So this arises mainly in the one family when brothers, sisters, or husband, wife dies in one accident, and the who the gets the property question arises in that cases. This can be done by post-mortem examination. It may be possible to say who died earlier and who later if the death have occurred within a gap of few minutes. The case is decided by facts and evidences available at the scene of time of crime, scene of death. Factors which is considered to assess the presumption of death includes one is age. So adults withstand better than young or elderly cases. Based on sex, male withstand more injuries and can survive longer compared to females. Constitution, strong and robust person can withstand better injuries than weak and debilitated and diseased person. Nature and severity of injuries. So certain injuries can cause death immediately, so like hemorrhage or involvement of vital organs. So if any injuries is on the vital organs and one more other person has injuries only superficially, then the person with vital injury to vital organs will die immediately. Compared to other person, if they have multiple injuries, but which are not so severe, but he may survive few hours because of slow hemorrhage, then it will tell that the person who has met injuries with the vital organs will die first. So based on the severity of injuries, we can ascertain roughly. Then mode of death, whether the person died in certain way, like a swimmer survives a non-swimmer, where the person died, where the situation of the crime, situation of death will also tell the whether the person survived or not. That is presumption of survivorship. Now coming to presumption of death. So it is a legal issue which does not include any implication of medical implication. It is connection with inheritance or succession of property of a person. This also involves with succession of property, mainly of missing person. So missing person who is for a long period or for claiming insurance money when the individual is alleged to be dead for body is not found. So this question arises only when the person is missing and the person who claims insurance money telling that the person is missing or dead. So for this there are two sections in the law. Section 100 Indian Evidence Act states that a person is presumed being alive if there is nothing suggestion probability of death within 30 years. So in that situation, if in a family one member is missing and other family members wants that person missing person's property, they have to assume law assumes that the person is alive until that the person is found dead, or the probability of death is very less and they consider the person will remain alive within 30 years. So they take a time gap of 30 years of missing person. Till then, it is not considered person is dead. It is one section. One more section is 108 IEA, that is Indian Evidence Act, states that if it is provided that a said person has not been heard of for 7 years by them who are expected to hear about him, if he would be alive, then that is presumed. So based on this law, if that person who is missing is not heard by anyone, anyone includes not just family members. The person maybe doesn't want to contact family members, but he may have contacted any friends or close friends who he may have contacted. So if he has not contacted with any with the colleagues, friends, or anyone within for 7 years, then the law presumes that person is dead. So in one section 107, it presumes that person is alive within 30 years if he is also missing, but within 7 years he has not contacted anyone, then it is presumed that person is dead and the law can grant permission for succession of properties. These are my references. Thank you.